Hello and welcome to another VDH episode from the Homebrew Magic Podcast crew.
As if we do anything else.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is about...
It's redundant at this point.
Yeah, it's fun. We're back with another EDH Fun Fest. Chanel, you won the roll-off.
What'd you call me? Sure did.
Actually, it was weird because I almost sent everybody a message tonight like, hey, we're not doing a theme, right? Like... Because it felt weird being able to bring what I wanted, and I felt like I was forgetting something.
Still forgot it anyway.
No theme tonight. Still forgot it anyway. But Chanel, you won the roll-off.
I forgot my theme list.
My theme is to remember all triggers.
My theme is new deck every fucking time. So today I built...
That's a good theme.
I built Zabaz, the Glimmer Wasp. It is a modular one. If a modular triggered ability would put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature I control, that many +1 count, or that many +1/+1/+1 counters. I'm gonna have a goddamn stroke, and I'm only one beer into this. Are put on instead, and then for a red, I can destroy an artifact I control, and for a white, it gains flying. Even though it's depicted with wings, it has to pay for that. So,
Nils,
Wings ain't free, baby.
Nils loves additional counters.
not in this town. Yeah, this is one of those things that we always accidentally do, where one deck just feeds another. So, untap, upkeep, draw,
Best games.
planes. Oh look, Zabaz.
Oh god.
He's the one drop. Commander damage online. Pass to Chris.
All right, I am running my Nils Discipline Enforcer deck. Pulled it out of storage. There were lots of cool white cards from Dominaria United and Brothers War that I wanted to find homes for, so into mono white they went. With that, I will draw. I will plans. I'm going to make some friends this turn, I can tell. Soul Ring.
Authority of the Consuls. No, Soul Ring.
Mindstone.
Yes.
Wayfarer's Bauble.
Judge.
Awesome.
Pass
Allow
turn.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
What up, Hive Mind? It's your boy Tej. Woo. I'm coming in with an oldie but a goodie. This is... I don't know why I said
But a good day. You want a good day?
Korvold. Fey Cursed King. This is a deck that I felt like needed some changes for a long time now. And Brothers War was a good time to do it. I've got 4 Brothers War cards in this deck, and I made a bunch of other changes too. Smooth it out a little bit. This was already, I think, one of the stronger decks that I have, and let's be honest, I feel like the changes I made to it made it stronger, but it's a lot of fun to play. So, Nelson likes to request this one and then hate himself afterwards.
You should play it. You should not play
It feels really good to hurt so bad.
I will start this off with a Field of the Dead, which will enter tapped.
The average is 3 cards per turn.
Go ahead.
Don't
Yeah,
bring down the average.
If I had to pick a signature deck for Tej, that would be the one. I hate playing against it, while I also love playing against it. It's a fun
said
deck.
Oros was my signature deck.
I feel your Niv Mizzet deck is your signature.
Ooh, that's also a good one. You got a lot. You're just really good at
You
Magic.
write your name a lot of different ways.
I'm bringing back a personal favorite. We'll see how the table feels.
Tauren.
Sythis is back. So this is my Enchantress, my Selesnya Enchantress deck. Whenever I cast an enchantment spell, I gain a life and draw a card when she's on the board. So that's what this deck wants to do. I will draw per turn.
Man, I hate this game
I will
already.
play
We haven't finished
one
turn
white. I will pay 1, and I will cast a Soul Warden. Whenever any other creature comes into play, I gain 1 life. Go ahead, Chanel.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn will be a Plains, followed by Aethersworn Canonist. Each player who has played a non-artifact spell during during this turn cannot play an additional non-artifact spells.
I love that
Just
card.
mono white, or is it white red?
It's white red.
mono
Okay.
Yeah, red ability.
Oh, the deck.
white
Sorry,
ability.
I thought you meant.
So
the
one
cannons.
non-artifact spell per turn.
Yep.
Correct.
I'm gonna go to combat. Chris, 1 commander damage.
I don't know what I
Chris
did.
blew his artifact load last turn. So.
1.
Is that my quadrant?
Good job.
Yep.
We did it. Go ahead.
We got TJ over there double checking. I gain a life from your Canonist.
Oh yeah. I gotta knock Chris out before Nils shows up, and my deck can't tap anymore.
I'm on to you.
I think I have 1 piece of anti-Nils tech in this deck.
I don't know.
I gotta get
Sack my Wayfarer's Bauble. Basic land into play tapped.
it and a lot more land.
Then I will pay 3 and cast Nils.
Ooh.
2 of the new cards are put in the
Oh,
stack.
gain life.
going to be completely pointless this game. Which amuses me to no end.
Welcome to the party,
I
boys.
assume one of them's Pro Blue.
Pass to Tej.
You assume too much.
Oh, no. Carpet of Flowers or whatever.
Oh,
the green enchantment.
The green enchantment.
Based on islands.
Um,
It feels like a bullshit Teach card.
He runs
Sorry.
it.
No.
I just don't remember what.
I do have a trigger here.
Oh.
1/1 counter on Soul Ring during my end step, and 1/1 counter on Canonist.
You mean Soul Warden?
No. Yeah.
Soul Ring.
Okay, I was gonna say.
So,
you're
that's what I
putting a
meant.
Counter on your Soul Ring. Just making sure. Okay. And no, they can't. I can't attack you with her unless I pay 1 for each counter on her. Is that? What
I
it is?
believe so. Each creature with 1 or more counters on it can't
so.
attack you or planeswalkers you control unless its controller pays X, where X is the number of counters on that creature.
God, why did I bring a counter deck to this knife fight?
I'm going to play an Arid Mesa.
I even said last night I was going to probably run this.
I am going to activate the Arid Mesa for a Stomping Ground, which I'll have enter untapped. I will use to play a Sakura Tribe Elder, which I will also sacrifice right away to get a basic land. So while I'm searching for all my lands, you can go.
Okay.
I'm down 3 life.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm gonna play a forest.
I feel like we've done a lot so far, and we're just finishing up round 2.
I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm gonna cast Sythis, which will gain me a life from the Soul Warden. I'm at 44. No, I have a counter on it, so I can't attack you.
Yay.
But I could attack Tej,
You could. He's got another.
because he doesn't have a blocker. But he's not life leader.
He just sacrificed his only
Yeah.
blocker. What a fool!
But he's open.
Usually I make a speech about how I reserve the right to keep that on the battlefield
That's true.
for blocking in case it's relevant.
Tej, I will swing at you for 1 commander.
I will block it.
Haste?
No, I won't.
That's like the what? Oh wait, sorry, wrong card.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
attack you for 2 with my Soul Warden. Sorry, the counter threw me off. Thank you. I'll pass the turn to you, Chanel.
Okay.
My brain's broken,
Keeps getting
and
twisted.
I'm 3 swallows of this Guinness in.
Yeah.
Who's Guinness and why is he so lucky?
Castle Embereth. Well, ETB tap because I don't have any mountains yet. Then we will throw down Everflowing Chalice Kicked Unts. So it can tap for 1. Bring my own pool. Die. Then the Combatia stage. Nelson.
Yep.
Aethersworn Canonist. A
Yep.
3/3 is coming your way.
Yep.
Tej. Zabaz. 1 commander coming yours.
I will take it.
I will take the 3
Excellent.
down to 41.
Go ahead, Chris. Did you mark it as commander damage?
You hit me with the card.
Yeah,
Did you mark it as
I
commander
didn't
damage?
mark anything
he
yet.
didn't mark anything yet.
Quadrant.
Oop.
Oh.
The Schnell Quadrant.
Plan for the turn. Play-ins. Weird. Oh.
Like an hour ago when I was putting this together, my brain just... Why'd you wink at me?
Because my eye itches.
I
He
will
caught me as I was trying to
cast.
blink it out of it.
I will cast a Teshar, Ancestors Apostle.
My brain just went, new deck every time.
Then I will
What does Teshar do again?
2/2 flyer. Whenever you cast a historic spell, return target creature card with CMC 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Got it. Thank you.
Dang.
Um,
Pretty sure there's one of those in this deck, too.
Teshar.
That's a good card.
Real good.
It's from
I will go to
Dominaria.
my end step. 1/1 on Sythis. 1/1 on Zabaz. 1/1 on Teshar.
Open me, Danny.
With that, I will pass the turn.
Thank you.
Guinness is delicious.
Guinness is delicious.
Guinness, if you're listening.
I will.
Damn it, I'm only on beer 2, and we're on round 3.
Catch up.
Bad ratio.
Play Seal Covered
Bad
Swamp.
ratio. Beer turn.
Things are going to go way downhill way fast.
And I will cast a Spitfire Legak. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
So Nelson gained a life off Chris's turn and off a Teach's turn.
Oh yeah, he did play a creature, didn't you? Teshar. I missed that. Yep. Bastard. Okay. I will untap. Excuse me. Draw for the turn. I'm going to play this Overgrown Farmland, which enters untapped because I control 2 or more other lands. I'm going to pay 3. And I'm going to cast Scurry Oak. It's a 1/2 tree folk with Evolve. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Right now it's a 1/2. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Scurry Oak, I may create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Scurry Oak entering the battlefield triggers Soul Warden, so we'll go up 1. And then...
How big is it? A 1/3 at the moment?
1/2.
A 1/2.
1/2.
Yes, sir. I'm going to move to combat, and...
I'm open.
Yeah. That's an Everflowing Chalice.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Chanel, I'll swing you for 2 commander.
Yeah. Quadrants.
And then I will...
Crab battle.
I will pass the turn to you, sir.
Okay, down to 38. Ooh. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Damn it, not another red source. We'll get there. We will... Scrapyard Recombiner. I know what you're thinking. Recombiner. I hardly know her. Modular 2, and then I can sack an artifact to search my library for a construct card, reveal it, and put it in my hand, then shuffle. I don't know what constructs are in here, because most of the modular creatures are not. Looked that much up. So, but at least it's modular. Interactive modular. Nelson, you've wronged me, and you are life leader, and the inverse of Teach. So, we're going to give Zabaz flying.
Yep.
And hit you for 2 in the air, Commander.
2 commander.
2 in the air, Commander.
Get
Go
him.
ahead, Crease.
Down to 41.
Yeah, do something about some of that over there.
Fucking cray.
Oh, your Recombiner gave me a life.
Doesn't undo commander damage, though.
Ka-cha!
Is there a chicken in here?
I love Arrested Development.
I know, it's...
What is that?
Has no one in this family ever seen a chicken?
We'll cast a Johnny, Adversary of Tyrants.
That's got to go.
It's not a great one. He's not great. Really in there for 1/1 counter synergies.
I don't know if I can tell him you said that.
Triggers Teshar, but there are no targets in my graveyard. So enters with 4 loyalty. His +1 is put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures.
Isn't that the one that ults to wipe somebody's board?
No.
Exile everything?
His -7 is you get an emblem with
Oh.
at the beginning of your end step, create 3 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink.
What a Johnny am I thinking of? What's the one where...
Thinking of Gideon.
No, a Johnny does... It's the white... the white of Johnny.
Why did Shawnee?
Well, I guess there's the Selesnya Johnny, but it's...
And the Boros of Johnny.
Yeah, and the Boros one, yeah. Yeah, his ultimate
And
is...
the Simic one.
He exiles like everything except one of each type that your opponents have.
+1/+1 here.
Got it.
+1/+1 on Teshar.
Or something like that.
I mean...
Go to my end step. +1/+1 on him. Your oak can eat a dick. Put a 1/1 on the Soul Warden and another one on Zabaz.
This boss costs 3 to swing at Chris.
I'll put mine on Nils.
Strength of the Pride.
Pass
That's
turn.
the one I'm thinking of.
Ah,
Sorry.
okay.
His ultimate, for 0. If you have at least 15 more life during your than your starting life total, exile him and each artifact and creature your opponents control. That's the one I was thinking of.
I use that to beat you in our mono white
Yes,
fight night.
it's an awesome. It is an awesome card.
Got it.
Sorry,
I was
Chris.
trying to remember,
no,
I was trying to remember my.
Walker.
I was trying to remember my colors. Mystery Reinforced. Each opponent takes 1 damage.
What?
From his Lagak.
Fire
Oh, okay.
From his look.
I'm like, that's not what Misty Rainforest does. You're cheating.
I will sacrifice Mystery Reinforced.
It's a real Nelson
to
play right
search
there.
For a forest.
Triggering the heart look.
Everyone pays 1 life and I sacrifice it, right? That's what it says.
That's how I interpret it.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah, so that
Rosewater
when that
would've
hits
wanted.
the battlefield, we each lose 1 again.
That is correct.
40.
36.
Weak.
We are going to find... Where'd you go, you bastard? I saw you before. You... Fuck, there you are. A Cinder Glade, which will enter untapped because I have 2 basic lands. Then I will spend 5 mana and I will cast Chandra's Ignition. Target Lagak deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent, which is 5.
You. What about planeswalkers?
Nope. Johnny is safe.
That's like a board wipe.
It is a board wipe.
I have a response. You pay 2 white.
Save me, Daddy.
Is your response fucking all the way off?
I mean, my creatures are. I'm going to flash in Guardian of Faith. When it ETBs, any number of other creatures I control phase out.
Fine.
Why would you do this, Teach? You were just hurting us and making him stronger.
So this is
I tried.
This is gonna eat 5 and die. These guys are just gonna hang out here in limbo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Chris, for your insolence, attack you for
You gotta
5.
pay 2 mana.
I don't. It's phased out.
Oh yeah,
It's as
you're
though
right.
it don't exist.
Okay.
Actually, slow down.
You could take out a Johnny if you chose to.
I will.
Okay.
Pass turn.
I forgot about the Nils not being there. What with him still being there?
You just
Untap,
did the
upkeep.
thing.
Draw.
But then I stopped playing with them. Forgot
Plains is my land for the
forgot the effect.
Nelson, Secret Alliance against the other 2?
Absolutely.
Wait.
Did you
Hold
hear
on.
this? Did you hear this? Did you hear this shit?
No,
over here?
because I said Secret Alliance, and your stuff's phased out. You can't even hear me.
I was just going to say that too. We should form an alliance.
God damn it. I have wood glue in my arm hair. It is the worst.
I'm sorry you have to go through that.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm going to pay 4 and recast my commander. Go ahead, Chanel.
Untap. Upkeep. Durarg.
Zabaz now costs 3. This is a really cool printing of this card. I really like it. That's a sexy little piece of cardboard. Good thing it's in a sleeve, am I right?
Yes.
Wipes off.
Got that right.
Why are you like this? Who made you this way?
Because of the jizz.
Wow.
That's what you're going for, right?
Yep, it was
That's
a,
what
it was a semen joke.
Nim Death Mantle.
Ah!
And
like
then 3 for Zabaz. You know him. You love him. Hopefully you
Everybody's
die.
favorite stinging
Hopefully you die
pest.
to him. Go ahead, Chris.
Untap. Drawer. I haven't ramped quite enough. Liquid Metal Torque.
I haven't ramped yet. I ramped a little. I got a bit of an incline. What with the chalice, the palace.
I'm running green-white and haven't ramped shit.
1, 2, 3, 4. I will cast Meadow Boon. 3/3 Elemental. When it leaves play, put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls. I will go to combat. Tej.
Lowest life. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I know. But you also hit me for 5. Well, hit Johnny for 5. 4 in the air. Tej.
Watch me attack Nelson. Swift. That's what I was
We'll get there.
expecting.
We'll get there. Retribution first, Fairsies later. Go to my end step. +1/+1 on Lagak.
Have you learned nothing?
Sythis, Zabaz. Zabaz.
I mean, if you remember last game, I was hitting Teach early and often because I knew, and then he won anyway.
Yep.
It wasn't
That
fair.
that is in the
It
back
was-
of my mind.
It was foresight because I knew what was going to happen, and it still fucking
I
happened.
didn't want to bring it up in case people are watching out of order.
Ah.
Pass. Again, in case you didn't hear me.
I will untap. I drew my card already. I'm going to pay. Yes, I have the mana. 5 for a Zendikar's Royal.
Uh-oh.
Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I put a 2/2 elemental creature token onto the battlefield.
Is that a new addition to the deck?
No.
I don't think I've seen it before.
I will play a Scalding Tarn. Crack the Scalding Tarn for a land. You're each going to take 2.
36. 34.
I will get 2 elemental tokens, and then I will move to combat. I will attack Nelson for being life leader for 6.
32.
Bastard.
Shit, I'm life leader.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
And an asshole nobody likes. Bad combo.
I like you.
I'm
You're an
and
asshole
I'm an
I like.
asshole that
Say,
Teach likes.
you like assholes in general.
Hey. You have a warm asshole, you have a way to make $20.
Truer things have never been said. Alright, I'm going to... So I played an Arctic Tree Line as my land for turn. I'm going to pay 1. And I'm going to cast Authority of the Consuls. That will trigger Sythis. I'll gain a life, draw a card. All of yo creatures enter the battlefield tapped, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I gain a life.
But I was about to play a hasty guy.
You still can.
I suppose I could.
I'm going to pay another 1 white, and I'm going to cast Paladin class. It is a level 1 right now. Spells my opponents cast during my turn cost 1 more generic mana to cast. I can level it up for 3. Creatures I control get +1/+1 at level 2, and then at level 3, whenever I attack at the end of turn, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature and gains double strike. Paladin class will trigger Sythis. I will gain a life. I will draw a card.
Starting to remember what the Sythis deck does. Well, with all the life gains.
No likey.
I'm going to pass my turn. Go ahead, Chanel.
Half of Nelson's decks are just absurd amount of life gain, though.
I have an MO.
On tap of deep draw. Land for the turn, mountain. Does that change things? That doesn't make a difference. Thundering Raiju. It's a 3/3 haste. Whenever he attacks, I put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Then he deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures I control other than Thundering Raiju.
Ooh.
Gain a life.
Yep.
That would have been a real fun, like, pa-pow.
Yikes.
But not no pa-pow.
Papowless in Seattle.
No, Papow.
Why no pa-pow? What do you have out there? 3/3,
And a 4/4.
and I can afford to swing, but then I would just die. So, you know what? Pass. I don't need to make any enemies this round.
End of your turn.
Shit.
You pay 1 mana. I'm stacking my mind stone to draw a card.
You've made a powerful card draw this turn.
I played that poorly.
I think you did good, Teach. Secret Alliance. 2 mana. Sword of the Animist.
Well, that's a good card.
Mono White digs it. Equip Sword of the Animist.
Drinking heavily today.
It's a good day to drink.
Nelson, you're tied for life leader.
Yeah, what?
5 in the air.
What about it?
30.
Sword of the Animist trigger. Get basic plans. Battlefield tapped. Go to my end step. I'll tick up Nils.
That's local flavor.
Spotted Cow's real good.
Tis.
And local flavor.
And the Lagak.
Okay.
Tick up Sythis.
Yes, sir.
Tick up Zabaz. How big is the Raiju?
3/3.
3/3?
Yep.
Yeah, tick up Zabaz.
What's that? Draw this guy. Ooh. That's a card.
Oh.
I don't like cards.
I will.
Chris, did you play a creature?
I did not.
Okay.
Just a sword.
I was just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Give me that life link.
This deck gets that way as the board grows.
I will cast Korvold.
ETB's tapped, and Nelson gains like at least
17
a
life.
Yeah.
1 life.
When Korvold enters the battlefield or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. When I sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Korvold and draw a card. I'll sacrifice an elemental token. Korvold will get a counter. I'll draw a card. I will play my land for the turn. I get an elemental. You each take 1 damage.
Your elemental enters tapped, and I gain a life, so
That's fine.
I will just
Wash.
Man, I gotta play life game.
Same.
I will then cast a Lotus Cobra.
ETB's tapped.
Ease TV tapped. I'll gain a
That
life.
is correct.
It does ease to be.
Use the bee.
Ease to be.
And with that, I will simply end my turn.
Alright.
You got a 7/8 out there. You should be
Untap.
punching people.
Upkeep. Draw.
It's the only thing I have untapped. That's not a 2/2 elemental.
True story.
I'm going to play Forest as my land for the turn. I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to cast Sylvan Anthem. Green creatures I control get +1/+1, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I scry 1. That will trigger Sythis. I
Oh.
will gain a life and draw a card.
Sorry, I get a zombie token too. Field of Dead is online.
Nelson get another life.
I will pay 2 white, and I will cast Gossamer Chains. Return Gossamer Chains to its owner's hand. Target unblocked creature deals no combat damage this turn. That triggers Sythis. I gain a life.
Did you gain a life off of his zombie that he just remembered he had?
No. So I
Good.
gain a life. Thank you, sir.
Good.
Then I'm going to pay a white and a green, and I will cast Jukai Naturalist. 2/2 lifelink. Enchantment spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. That will trigger Sythis. I will gain a life, and I will draw a card.
I want you to have a cannon dispatch.
You got rid of it. As soon as you played Sythis, I'm just like, that's fine. Canonus is going to shut that shit down. And then you would wipe just me.
So this is
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Sythis is a 5/6 right now with the Anthem. So good attacks right now. Yeah, if it go ahead, Chanel.
Okay.
Gossamer Chains. That card's a real dick in the butt.
It's real good in this deck.
God damn it. If only Mono White had a way to deal with enchantments. my hands are tied.
Fortunately, there's nothing we could do.
Oh, your dragons are in love.
Yes, they are.
Oh, shit.
I saw Dragon Shield has dragon-themed Starry Night sleeves now, and I want some of those.
Oh, that's cool.
I think
I'd be
those are
interested
cool.
to see those.
I entered a Twitter giveaway to get them. I don't think I won.
They're giving away Twitter already?
Didn't take long.
Yeah.
Joke of the night.
Okay.
That's a wrap, boys.
This game's over. Clean them up.
Tej, do you have any untapped flyers?
No untapped flyers.
Okay. I'm going to move to equip Nim Deathmantle onto Thundering Raiju. So now it is a 5/5 black zombie and has Intimidate.
Yep.
So Thundering Raiju is going to go at Nelson. And I'm going to give Zabaz flying and send a 3/3 flying commander your way.
Intimidates black or artifact creatures, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a Raiju trigger?
Yes.
Yep.
I have to declare my attacks, and then the things happen. So, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. We're going to throw it on Zabaz. And then Thundering Raiju deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures I control other than him. So everyone takes 1.
1. Okay. And then he's a 5/5 coming at me?
He is a 5/5, and then Tej is taking 4.
Okay.
I'm at 24.
Okay, so I'll take that 5 and I go down to 30.
Okay.
You did that on my turn. Went from 35 down to 30.
I
and
did.
then went right the fuck back up.
And he didn't.
I did.
Go ahead.
Indeed.
I think I am done. Yeah, I got nothing.
You're done on my turn?
Yes.
I was
I
like,
am
wow,
done
that's a
with your
quick
turn.
I agree. You're done with your turn as well.
Hello.
Turn my computer volume down.
I just read the flavor text on this Spitfire Lagak. If you hear a choking sort of cough, it's about to get really hot. Sent by Raph Slug Eater.
That's such a wrath thing to say.
I'm not making that up. You can look that up at home, guys. It's right there.
Children play this game.
I'm going to equip my Meadow Boon with the Sword of the Animist. I will go to combat. Justin.
Yep, I'm tapped out.
3 non-commander damage, Animist trigger,
3 vanilla damage.
3 vanilla damage.
Down to 30.
Come on in, water's warm.
Oh, Jesus. Just throwing stuff
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. Then I will go to my end step. I'll put a 1/1 on Korvold, 1/1 on the Naturalist, 1/1 on the Raiju, 1/1 on Teshar.
When I looked at the fancy art on the Raiju, I thought it was wearing some sort of bikini top. It is not. It's just a necklace. I don't know why some sort of unicorn dog would wear a
see it.
bikini top.
I see it.
Trying to entice me.
Cover up them hoots.
You say trying like it failed. With that, I will pass her.
I have no interest in a fire unicorn dog. What if it had hoots?
Go on.
I'm listening.
To talk to my pastor.
Just to find that he owns the original oil painting of that artwork.
Oh, son of a bitch. I'm already missing triggers. My Naturalist would have triggered a scry for my Sylvan Anthem.
I'm going to move to combat.
I could have stacked that with the old Sythis.
Nils got 1 white open, which is scary for a white deck.
It's true. I do have those
I have a
cards.
Gossamer Chains open.
Holy Day?
I can return it to my hand. Target unblocked creature deals no combat damage this turn.
Move to combat. Schnell, I'm going to attack you with Korvold.
Yeah. That's commander damage.
Hold on.
Hey, I could help
Sacrifice permanent.
Good.
Korvold gets a counter, so you will be taking 7.
you.
I draw a card.
You don't have any blockers?
I don't.
I need help to take Tej out of this game. I'll return Gossamer Chains to my hand to
Make a deal
Korvold
with
deals
damage.
no combat damage this turn.
Thanks,
Oh,
buddy.
Teach.
Fair
I
enough.
got you.
Teach.
Fair enough. I see you. I see you.
I feel seen.
I see you seeing me.
We can play some double junked giant there. Beast with 2 packs. None of these are magic formats.
I am going to...
I'm all hopped up on Guinness and Raiju hoots.
play my first land for turn.
Oh god, you said first land.
I'm not going to play additional lands technically, but I'm going to crack that Marsh Flats.
So we're taking
So
1 now.
you're each going to take 2. We can go ahead and do all this
Yeah.
at once.
Lotus Cobra Manners.
28.
Yep. I have 2.
31.
1.
So what's all entering here? Because it's entering tap, and I'm gaining life off of it.
2 elementals.
Okay. So I gain 2 life.
2 zombies.
I gain 2 more life.
You guys are killing us.
And they all enter tapped.
Yep. It's just creatures, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tej,
Yeah.
Stop it.
you're hurting us, not helping us.
Hold on.
I'm not done hurting us.
I jumped the gun just a little bit. I'll pay 1 and sacrifice that. When I sacrifice, Korvold gets counter. I draw a card.
Does he only get 1 counter every time you
Yes.
power him up? Okay.
My land this time will be... Where are you? There you
I
are.
draw a Plains and Farewell.
Zayator's Proving Ground, which enters tapped. But we all resolve 2 triggers right away. I have 2 Lotus Cobra mana floating.
And you got all your creatures?
Got all my creatures. You each took your 2.
Yeezer.
Must kill Nelson faster.
Cut that, please.
I'm not the Korvold player.
Yeah.
Accurate, true.
You know what's going to happen. We've all seen this movie many, many times.
I will
And yet I
cast
chose to attack neither of you on that last one.
Oracle of Moldiah.
Ugh.
HP
I
staff.
can play an additional
Yep.
land on each of my turns. I play at the top card of my library revealed. If the top card is a land, I can play it. It is a Sensei's Divining Tap, which I want.
That seems like that'd be real good for you.
Second land for turn will be Glacial Chasm.
That seems real bad for the rest of us.
Cumulative upkeep is 2 life. When it comes into play, I sacrifice a land. I will sacrifice one of these forests. When I sacrifice a thing, Korvold gets counter. I draw a card.
So is that another land that's creating a zombie for you?
Nope. I cannot attack. All damage dealt
He
to me
meant,
is
does it
reduced
will
by
it trigger
Yeah.
feel of
Oh,
the
triggers feel
Yes,
like that,
I will
right?
get. I will get my elemental. I will get my zombie.
Yeah, so they both enter tap, and I gain 2.
That is correct.
Okay.
I will cast that top, and I will pass the turn.
Alright. I will untap.
Great.
Upkeep. Draw. Alright. 2, 4, 6 lands.
Who do we appreciate? Nah, it didn't work.
I'm going to play the Selesnya Sanctuary as my land for the turn. And I will return this overgrown farmland to my hand. Then,
It's the same.
sorry, center's tapped. I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to cast Gossamer Chains. Sythis triggers, gain life, draw a card.
He's up to 36 already.
He's out of control.
I'm going to tap a green. And I'm going to play Ranger class for 1 because of Jukai Naturalist. That will trigger Sythis. I will gain a life. And I will draw a card.
It's multi-classing.
Ranger class.
I forgot to ask you to open that 2
Drink
piece.
this. Oh.
No, I want to drink it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Teach me, I have a Guinness.
Howell is back, boys.
Howl!
Howell has made yet another appearance.
He is the goodest boy.
Because I don't erase my tokens. So Howell
Tucker, I'll
will
open
trigger
this.
Sylvan Anthem, so I will scry 1.
Costs $20, I understand.
I'm going to put this on the bottom
Thank
of
you, sir.
my library.
You've driven the table to drinking with your turns.
Alright. I have 7 cards in my hand, so I don't have to discard. You got a lot of untapped creatures. Chris, I gotta pay
I
to
have
attack.
4.
None of them fly.
Don't forget your static +1/+1 to everything.
Yeah, I know. Well, counters, though, I'm thinking of to attack Chris. So, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I am going to go ahead and... I'm just going to pass the turn. Go ahead, Schno.
Okay.
Coward.
Untap.
A little
Upkeep.
bit.
Drawer.
Oh, I should make sure this is at level
1. We will throw down Felden. ETB's tapped.
Which one?
Felden on the third path.
Because now there's
I
2.
gain life.
There are multiple Feldons.
You know, there's multiple cards of his wife, too, that he's mourning in the artwork of that card.
That's why he's so sad. His wife's died a couple of times.
Yep.
All them copies. Fudged in the barn. Nelson, you continue to have no artifacts and no black creatures. So I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to send my Intimidate guy your way. Trigger. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Felden and deal 2 damage to everybody.
29.
Okay, so that takes me to 36. And
Okay,
he's a
and
5/5.
then he is a 6/6.
Okay, because that's a
plus
plus counter. Okay.
Yeah.
6/6.
Crime and Nitley.
Crime and Nips.
I figured for 2 reasons. You can afford to take it, or you can just bounce your thingy and take
I'll go
0.
down to 30.
But most importantly, thanks to the Raiju and his hoots, I can swing through effectively to everyone else. Go ahead, Chris.
Those hoots are such a distraction.
Dem hoots.
I can't keep my eyes off them hoots.
Hoots with the fur.
Gross.
Nothing I like better than a pair of...
I don't know who's the sexier
Hairy
dog
boots.
now. That one or the one that turns to stone so it can planeswalk? Whose name I can't remember.
Mau.
That's it, Mau. God, that dog is ripped.
He's a good boy.
That's true.
He works out.
Oh, look at that body.
Let's see here. I will go to combat. There's so much jank going on here.
There's a lot of jank.
Actually, yep, I'll go to combat. I'll swing at Nelson with my Meadow Boon and Teshar. Meadow Boon is just a 3/3 on the ground.
Okay.
Attack trigger. Get a planes.
And Teshar is a what flying?
6/6.
Jesus Christ. Okay, and the Meadow Boon, if it dies, you get what?
Leaves play, put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls.
Okay. Alright, I'll block with a 3/3 wolf, and then take the Teshar.
Okay.
So that would put me at 24. Unless you have other Trixies.
No Trixies.
Alright.
Metaboon dies. 1/1 counter on each of your creatures' siege.
Ooh, oofta doofta. Joke's on you, Black Friday or Cyber Monday advertisement. I've already spent all my money.
Oh, I kept forgetting Sword of the Animus gives it +1/+1. Oh well.
You'll get there.
I'll get there. I'm only 42.
But
Whole
okay.
life in front of me.
You're
Second
29,
domain.
liar.
I don't want to give him card draw.
Whomst.
Anybody.
Ah.
You have 2 creatures.
I have 2 creatures.
You have 3. What can you target? You can target the Recombiner.
The Recombiner, most importantly, is a modular creature.
Yeah.
So when I kill it,
Yeah.
to see if there's any constructs in my deck, Zabaz will get some sweet pluses.
Pay 2 mana. I will use Declaration of Stone to exile your Spitfire Lagak.
Oof.
That's a pretty good target.
Yeah, it is.
And all other creatures you control with the same name as that creature.
Yeah, all your copies of Spitfire are like gag.
All right. You did a good job, Spitfire Lagak.
God, even the name Lagak sounds like it's gagging on something it shouldn't be.
A slug, perhaps?
With that, I will pass turn. Sorry,
I was going
end
to say,
step.
end step, you've got...
Triggers. +1/+1 here. +1/+1 on Korvold. Throw 1 on Sythis. And the Raiju.
All right, end of your turn.
You know, I have dice that are actually plus X counters. I could have grabbed those.
I'm going to cast Wild Magic Surge targeting Nils.
What do?
Destroy target permanent.
Baby chaos warp.
Its controller reveals cards from the top of the library until they reveal a permanent card that shares the card type with that permanent. You may put that card... Oh, no, you have to put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom in a random order.
Okay. I think that's okay. Yep. Destroys.
Swings at me.
Destroys.
Right through.
Okay. Then I
Flip till you find a creature.
A permanent, I thought. Is it a creature?
Nope, it shares a permanent type, so it's got to be a
Got
creature.
it. Permanent type, okay.
And it goes on the battlefield.
ooh, Shine Wind comes into play with a 1/1 counter on it.
Right.
It also enters tap, and I gain a life.
I will spin my tap. And we'll go to my turn. Untap all my shit. I did do that poorly. That's okay. Untap. Upkeep. I will not pay the cumulative upkeep, so I will sacrifice Glacial Chasm. Korvold will get a counter. I draw a card. I will draw for turn. It's a mountain. Top card is Scapeshift.
Why are you wearing a chip clip?
I will move to combat. Chris, you're making me nervous.
Alright.
Yeah,
But
chips.
hey. I'm gonna do
See
it.
you over there.
I'm gonna do it.
Shit that ass.
That
Chris, I
short
think I'm
tweet
just gonna
chip ass.
swing out at you.
I don't know what Chris did.
12,
Chris
14,
didn't have
16,
Nils for a turn.
18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
I just gave you all that power.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
What you gonna do?
You swung at me with everything?
Everything.
It's tapped out, Captain.
Christ. I am so dead.
Holy day.
I will path Korvold.
Pathing Korvold. I get a basic.
Yes.
Attack before that
trigger.
happens. Attack trigger. 3.
You have to sack a permanent.
Yes.
I do have to sacrifice a permanent, so it's not a token. Anyway, Path Korvold. Korvold will get exiled. exiled.
Did you just put something in your hand from the top of your deck?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a Scape Shift.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Korvold will go there. I will search for a basic land.
So what does that put the damage at the moment? 3,
That
6,
would be-
9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh,
Those
I
all
don't
have 1/1 counters.
Yep. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 27.
Oh my fucking fuck.
I was gonna say
You
you
could have
block.
swung out at anybody.
You could block with your
Yeah, but
sword of the
Your
animus.
defenses were down.
True. We throw the word gaping around a lot on this, but
Yeah.
gaping.
Half is tapped. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That will net me a tapped zombie token that's not attacking.
That will gain life.
A tapped elemental token that's not attacking.
That will gain life.
Where's my Lagak?
What do I want to do?
He's Lagacking in heaven.
Legacking.
Lagacking angels.
Legacking right off.
Like gagging on them, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm down to 2.
There's an opening.
Jesus Lord.
Slide right into those
Right
DMs.
now, when Raiju swings, it deals 2 to each opponent.
That's true.
Yeah, that's... Tej,
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Wait, there's more. I mean, as of right now, I can't kill you with flash.
Even better,
Lightning
shock.
bolt. Yeah, there you go.
Just
Shock.
the card that you shouldn't be running in EDH anyway because Lightning Bolt exists.
All right.
Shock.
Top card is a Pyroblast. There it is.
There it
There it
is.
is.
And there it is.
Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast. So 2 new cards I put in the stack in this blueless game.
You dumb bitch.
All right, second main.
To quote Snowflake Jake, specificity be the enemy of unity.
I will play a Crucible of Worlds. I can play land cards from my graveyard. I will play Glacial Chasm. I will get
Oh, he
two
can
more-
attack again. Or he can't attack again.
2 more tokens.
Gain 2.
Second land will be a mountain. 2 more tokens.
Gain 2 more.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Is that
7.
because I killed your Lagak?
It is now.
It's all about the lizard.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is enough to play Korvold again.
Gross.
I will sacrifice this
ETB's tapped,
zombie.
Nils gains life.
Yep. Korvold gets a counter.
So dumb.
I will draw this card.
Authority of the consoles.
One of my favorite one
It's
drops.
so good.
And it's an enchantment, so it's really hard to get rid of.
Pass turn.
Okay. I will untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. I'm going to replay this Overgrown Farmland. Enters untapped. As I control 2 or more other lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 mana available.
Tej's Glacial Chasm out, so we can't attack him, or all combat damage is dealt to 0, or reduced to 0. How is that?
Prevent all damage.
Prevents all damage.
Yep.
Just all damage.
All damage. Dealt
Oh,
to me.
damn. So you don't even take
Really?
Raiju damage.
Yes.
6. Alright, I'm going to pay 6.
Chasm is real good in this deck.
It's real good in a lot of decks.
It's real good in a lot of decks, but
It's good in decks that you don't want to die in.
that's a lot of decks.
I am playing
kind of a niche
Vornclex.
deck.
Vornclex Monstrous Raider. 6/6 trample
Oh,
haste.
still Chris!
If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead. If an opponent will put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, half that many of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player. That was my anti-Nils tech that just inadvertently is anti-Korvold and anti-modular.
Hey, I get plus
You guys
1
can get
extra
me, though.
counter, so
That's
I'll
true.
get
Korvold
2,
can't
which
get
becomes-
+1/+1 counters. Whatever will I do?
I don't know. Whatever will you do?
God, how come I picked that up?
Got him! So
Got you.
Vorinclex will trigger
Little
the...
subtitles at the bottom of that one.
Vorinclex will trigger the anthem. I'm actually going to leave that there, I think. Fucking got him. I'm going to move to combat. I'm not gonna be the guy to take Chris out. We'll let someone else do it.
Your options are me.
What?
That's it.
I can attack Teach.
And deal 0?
Oh, that's right. He's got the chasm.
Yeah.
You can attack me all you want.
Your options are me.
I won't stop you.
Yeah. So what's this? A 4/4 right
4/4.
now? And you've got 3 open mana.
Somebody take mercy on me and kill the Raiju.
I'm not going to attack this turn. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're living rent free up there
Yeah.
in the old noggin.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Well, that creature will just die when it comes into play. Because it comes in with 1 counter. And it's a 0/0. But it is 0/0 with no counters.
Sorry, little guy.
You fucking ass. Okay. So I guess then instead...
Justin, if I kill the Vorinclex, will you keep me alive?
No, get rid of him. He's too dangerous.
Vorinclex fucks me real bad.
1 turn reprieve.
Okay. I agree to your terms. So much so that I'm going to Semblance Anvil, exiling this Arcbound Slith, modular 1 creature. So now, all of my artifacts and or creatures and or artifact creatures cost me 2 less to cast.
I'm going to cast a spell I've been dying to cast for a long time, since it was revealed. Contraband Livestock. Targeting Vorinclex.
Trying to turn him into a goat?
Well, it's random. Exile target creature, then roll a d20. On a 1 to 9, you get a 4/4 green ox. On a 10 to 19, you get a 2/2 green bear. And on a 20, you get a 0/1 goat.
That's funny.
Oh,
And
it's a goat.
I'd like to see it happen. But in response, I'm going to pay 2 casting Heroic Intervention.
God damn it. I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's just going to die on your next turn or Teach's next turn, but trying to keep him around for a little bit.
It was a 1. You would have gotten a 4/4.
God damn.
Your loss.
Okay.
I'm going to die to Raiju.
And for a red, we will throw down a Scrap Welder. And for a 1, we will Ashnod's Altar.
Scrap Welder enters tapped. I gain
Shit,
life.
it does. There goes my plan of having an untapped 3/3. Sorry.
Curse you!
I promised Chris I wouldn't swing, so I shouldn't swing.
You wouldn't swing at him.
He also
promises all
promised
the time.
he would take care of Vorinclex.
Yeah, that's right.
As soon as he said it, I was like, oh. But now it's gone.
It's gone.
Now
It's gone forever.
Now I got nothing.
I will pass the turn. I'm not going to swing. I'm gonna
Be a man of his word.
abide by the
Rules of our ancestors.
code. Accept the
The
code.
Konami code.
The Scanson code. Not allowed to betray someone you had 2-3 beers with.
Nope.
I was doing the Konami code the other day, and I don't remember why.
There's a chick named the Konami code.
I mean, the red code.
It's like, where'd you
But
meet
it
her?
wasn't her. She's on my league.
I mean, up, up, down, down does sound like you were doing the Konami code.
It really does. Giving her the old Konami code. Oh.
I feel like it was one of my kids' toys. It just had 4 buttons on it. I was just
Up, up, down, down.
AB.
Yeah, this is a dumb game. Chris, get him.
The problem is we left Chris around with 2 life, and now we're all going to lose.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I'm going to
Chanel and I
remove.
both had a chance to finish the job.
I'm going to remove a 1/1 counter from Shine Wind to destroy target enchantment targeting your consoles.
In response, it will go to the graveyard.
That's not a response, that's a resolution. This guy's a phony.
I just tried to make everybody stand on their
That
heels.
Packer hat comes right off, and this guy's a phony.
He's not even a Packers.
he's a kind of Packers.
Fudge.
There it is.
Then I will cast Promise of Loyalty.
Just remember, Papa, I could have killed you and I didn't.
I know.
Okay.
You get to keep a creature. I don't know what you want from me. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest.
So what are you choking on over there, pal? So
each of those
nobody
creatures
gets vow counters then.
Yep. Each of those.
Oh shit, that's right.
That's cool.
You
We
will.
sacrifice-
Al.
I will,
You
yeah.
get two.
Yeah.
We sacrifice everything
Yeah.
then.
Thanks for the board wipe, bud. I'll get...
Each of those well, I don't know if I can't put a vow counter on.
No,
Do you just-
any,
you
Hang
just
on.
get
any counters.
Read how it's worded.
Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control
If an
and
opponent-
sacrifices the rest.
If an opponent would put one or more counters on a permanent or player, they put half of that many of those counters rounded down. So
Yeah.
nobody gets vow counters.
I know, but I mean, you still get to
I
keep
get
the
two.
one creature.
But we're not
It just-
targeting a creature.
Yeah, I think you would get to keep the creature, but it would not have a vow counter.
Hey, Judge, this is a weird interaction.
It is.
That is a weird interaction.
Vow counter.
It doesn't say sacrifice every creature that doesn't have a vow counter.
Yeah.
Correct.
We're going to learn something this game.
We are.
Anyway, each of those creatures can't attack me or planeswalkers I control for as long as it has a vow counter.
That one I can tell you for the fact. Oh, never mind. As long as it has a vow counter.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Trying to take the easy one.
And I'll equip sword.
That is an interesting interaction.
Moved, it can attack as normal. If the background is moved, it won't prevent the second cube.
We'll figure this out. I'm going to crinkle a bit.
My assumption is you get to keep the creature, it just does not have a vow counter, and thus I will not, it'll still be able to attack at me.
This is my visual, hey, edit this part out. I should snack. Everyone else is happy snack.
Lightly seasoned tortillas?
How lightly seasoned.
They're good. Jack's Especial.
You ever have donkey chips? Those are really
I'm sorry,
good
what?
tortilla chips too.
Where do you get
I
these?
know.
I don't know. It sounds familiar.
They're really good. It's just a giant cartoon donkey on the bag. But those are really good tortilla chips too.
Makes me think of Donkey Puncharello. I can't even tell you what that is anymore. Something from my youth.
According to Argus Panoptes,
The foremost scholar on the subject.
Foremost Promise of Loyalty scholar.
yes. Since no vow counters are being placed on everything, everything gets sacrificed.
Okay.
Because, which is kind of what I was leaning towards too, because
That makes sense.
you put a vow counter on something and sacrifice the rest, but if nothing gets a counter, the rest is everything.
Okay.
So, teach responses.
I have no responses.
No responses.
In response,
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
no. I'm going to sacrifice Scrap Welder to Ashnod's Altar, and I'm going to sacrifice Feld in the third path to Ashnod's Altar. So I will have 4 mana floating for this phase
For your Nim Death Mantle?
for my Nim Death Mantle.
Mother puss bucket.
I'll give that.
Spell Resolution.
Alright, my naturalist is gone.
Each player, so I gotta sack my guy too. Weak sauce. There goes that plan.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I will be drawing 15 cards.
When a non-token creature is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, I may pay 4. I'll pay my 4 floating. If I do, return that card to the battlefield and attach Nim Death Mantle to it. Though a new creature will enter the battlefield, it'll be tapped.
No, it won't. It's gone.
Oh, sweet. Which one of these?
Huh?
Which one got the vow counter?
Both of them. Vorinclex gives me 2. I double my counters.
Yeah,
just get
so
2 counters on
2
one.
vow counters on one creature.
Oh, on one creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see. Sorry. Then Vaughn collects list.
My good chum.
Still dead. Fuck.
Oh yeah, choose a counter. Or creature. Put
Yeah.
a
I'm
counter.
gonna let Zabaz go to my graveyard. I'm not.
I tried to politic and subterfuge my way out of it
13,
to no avail.
15.
Those are good lightly seasoned chips.
Yes, I am a fan. They also have a habanero lime one, which is very tasty. Not very spicy though.
All right. My turn.
Yes, you and your third of your deck can go.
Untap. Upkeep. I will not pay my 2 life. I will sacrifice Glacial Chasm.
We have an opening.
I will draw a card.
Nelson, get him.
Crucible Worlds.
We have an opening. I know.
I will
Pass the turn.
2.
Can you end it?
3. End the game?
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna say, it'd be real rude if you referred to Chris as it.
Never.
Can you end it? Look at it.
I got ripped on so much at work today. I just want to cry.
I am going to cast Living Death.
Wait, what?
Yep. Exile all creature cards from your graveyard. Sacrifice all the creatures you control. Put all the cards you exiled onto the battlefield.
Wait, no. He's gonna get a Raiju.
Yeah.
Or not a Raiju.
In response, I'm going to sacrifice Thundering Raiju to Ashtot's Altar. So I do math.
Checks out.
Okay.
I knew I was going to do that, so I don't know why I put Korvold in the command zone. I'm an idiot.
Any response before the spell resolves? Nelson.
No, I'm just figuring out how I'm going to be putting my creatures in.
I sacrifice Raiju to doobly-doo. Chris, you doing anything before spell resolution?
No.
Okay, spell resolution.
Alright. I'm going to... Or I have... Soul Warden, Scurry Oak, and Jukai Naturalist.
Okay.
I have 2 triggers right away that I just want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Is there any way to have my Guardian of Faith enter
I'm going to have
and
the Oak
not phase out
enter
all my
first.
guards?
So the Naturalist will trigger its Evolve. It gets a +1/+1
any
counter.
number.
Oh yeah. That's the way. The loophole. Reading the fucking card is the loophole.
The card
So
text.
these two entering the battlefield are green creatures, which will trigger my
Still
Anthem.
so fucking dead.
I guess I'll
Oh
keep
my
that
God.
there. So then
Have you
I'm
played
gonna
it
get
for
a
the turn?
1/1.
I have not.
Oh, there
It's
it is.
okay. He can't cast any more non-artifact spells.
He doesn't need to. Lagak is out. And he hasn't played a land yet.
Fair.
So then a 1/1 squirrel
Yes.
comes into play. Also triggers the Anthem, but I already know it's here. I'm not going to do anything with it. So then those are all the triggers on my end I have to respond to, other than all the life I'll gain from the Soul Warden. So I'm going to need to know how many creatures are entering. I have 4.
How many creatures?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's 10. Chris, how many creatures?
4 for me.
It's 14.
Wait, what's
Four.
happening?
Soul Warden.
Oh, life. Gain.
You have 4 creatures?
4.
So I gain 18 life.
Jesus.
Going to 51.
Chris out.
We should.
What the fuck?
Yeah, gained a lot of life off you. We should have
Listen,
taken you.
I didn't do that because I thought
I
we should.
know.
There was an opening.
Oh, okay.
So I played Living Death, so I can't play anything that's not an artifact.
Correct.
Which is unfortunate because I have no artifacts. Land for turn. Number 1
Ah, crap. I'm out of mana.
will be Glacial Chasm.
What's
And,
underneath your Crucible Worlds?
Zendkar's Royal.
Ah,
Thing
got
that's
it.
getting
Yep,
me-
giving you the elementals. Yep,
Yep.
okay. I just couldn't see. From
So
over
more life gain for him, and we take 1.
You're going to take
here. What did he play?
Glacial Chasm.
Okay, yeah, so you get a token. I gain 1 life.
You get 2 tokens,
Oh, yeah, so I gain 2 life.
We all take 1.
and you all take 1.
Hey, Tej.
Yeah.
I'll take care of his Vorinclex if you don't play another land.
I'm good.
Fuck.
Marsh Flats.
Gain a life.
Lose a life.
Wait, I gain 2 life actually, and then I lose a life, right?
Yeah, you gain 2.
So I gain 2, lose 1. Okay. So 53.
Wait. I have a response.
Yeah.
You're gonna turn your Legak into an artifact until end of turn.
Oof, don't like
That's
that.
all I got.
Do it! I can't. Sorcery speed. That's what this word means.
30 seconds ago, I established I don't read cards. I don't know what you want from me.
Is there any way I can stop this up to?
Played my 2 lands, so I will do Marsh Flats, and I will pass the turn.
Do Marsh Flats.
So in Marsh
Do Marsh
Flats,
Flats.
So Marsh
resolves
Flats
one
resolves,
more.
you'll get 2
Yep.
more tokens. So gain 2, lose 1. We'll go the whole way through.
Oh, he's at 54.
And you're done?
And I'm done.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, draw for turn.
Let's just do that. Why not?
Let's go ahead and play a land for turn.
We'll just do that and shuffle.
So I'm going to tap 1, 2, and a white. And I'm going to play Conclave Tribunal on your canvas.
In
That's a real good card.
response,
I just didn't try.
I am going to
We're like Eskimo Brothers.
Yep.
sacrifice it to Ashnod's altar. When this dies, I will then sacrifice Scrapyard Recombiner
Oh shit.
to move 3 counters over here, but that'll net me 2 more mana to activate the Nim Death Mantle to bring back Aethersworn.
So that's a new.
That is a new
one, right?
Aethersworn Canonist.
Okay. All right.
It is a 4/4 black zombie Aethersworn Canonist.
Okay. And you have 1 untapped land, but
I
you
have
can
one
generate
untapped.
2, 4, 6, 8. You can
Not
generate
10.
8, 10. Okay.
Yeah.
But it would cost you creatures.
Yes. And you can't cast any more non-artifacts.
No, it's a new one though.
Yeah, and a player who has played a non-artifact spell this turn can't play additional non-artifact spells.
Oh, so it stays even if
it
it's
checks
gone.
the
Okay.
game status.
That's
of,
fucking stupid.
yeah, come at me, bro. I had one trick this whole fucking game. This was it. You watched it.
I was gonna use
You're
that.
at 54.
I wanted to use that to get rid of. I have
selfish-
stuff on Teach's board. I wanted to start exiling.
Yeah, you should have started with that.
I
Not-
have multiple ones to pass. I thought I could play multiple ones.
No, 1 per turn.
Did I
Okay,
cut this for you?
just for that, I'm gonna
don't
attack you
remember.
with nothing,
Good.
and then I'm not done yet. Hold on.
No, I'm consolidating my 1/1 counters.
7. 1, 2,
I'm going
3, 4,
to
5, 6,
pay 3 to my paladin class, level that up, so all my creatures get +1/+1. Oh fuck it, might as well do. Oh, I can't. Jesus Christ.
Didn't I wipe your board a turn ago?
Why are you
Jesus.
playing cards that I play with to make people irritated? That's 5. That would be 2. I mean, all I can do at this point is just beef up my class. Get more classy, if you will.
No.
Okay, so now whenever I attack, I put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Go ahead, Chanel. I can't do
Okay.
anything else this turn.
Teach, how much Zabaz damage have you taken, and do you have any flyers? 'Cause
5.
I'm gonna see if I can
No
swing
flyers.
for the fences here. Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for the turn.
Scurry Oak should really have reach.
So,
It was a 1/2. He's just a little tree folk.
What with a tree full of squirrels?
They're not flying squirrels, brah.
It's true.
so I could activate Felden
Let's just be a baby.
to get a copy of Scrapyard Reclaimer, who would come into play with 2 counters, which would give 3 more to Zabaz. but then I don't have enough mana to do my other thing. But we're trying to take...
Oh, shit. When your Canonist came in, I got another...
Oh, shit!
I might have to pick one of these up for Gerog.
I'm still trying to Kingmaker you, but I want to kill Teach, because he's got such a fucking board state.
Yeah, he does.
So, then...
I wish I would have seen that interaction on your side, because if I did, I would have...
No, that's the point of
one.
responses to things. So
No,
then
no,
I can
yeah,
sacrifice
right.
this to... We'll sacrifice that to bring that back. And then I can sack it to that, which will give me 3 more counters for Zabaz. I'm doing the math in real time here and explaining. So, because Tej is at 5,
Correct.
so I need to get 6. I need to get 16 more to him, which means I need to get Zabaz up to 12.
That would only be 19. Wait, 17.
I need to increase 12.
Oh, gotcha.
It's at 4.
And you're halfway there right now.
So, activating Feldon, bring back a copy of Scrapyard Recombiner. So he would tap. I would use. If I do this.
We're singing 2 different Bon Jovi songs.
Yeah, we are.
I don't think Ave Maria counts as a Bon Jovi
Yeah,
song.
it
That's
does.
just a
You just have to believe.
Catholic thing. So that'll get us 3.
It was sung
If
by
we
the great
activate
John
the
Bon
Scrap
Jesus.
Welder and Semblance Anvil to bring out that, and then sacrifice to Ashnod's Altar, we get another 3 from there, and that'll utilize that. But when it dies that time, because that time it's actually coming back, then we eat these 2 to Nim Deathmantle it back, and then we can sacrifice it to the Ashnod's Altar. That gets us there. Can we bring it back one more time? If we okay, so first time from Feldon, second time from Scrap Welder, and Anvil is gone. When it dies the second time, because it's actually we're making a copy the first time, we're actually bringing it back with Scrap Welder. When it dies on the second one, we eat the Scrap Welder, we eat the Raiju for 4 mana to bring it back with Nim Deathmantle on it. We sacrifice it to Ashnod's Altar for 2 mana, the Aethersworn Canonist for 2 mana to bring it back a 4th time, eating it with Ashnod's Altar. So yeah, that'll do it. Then I'll leave myself completely fucking open.
I can't get the 25 damage.
So
but.
that's fine, because then maybe
So
I
are
can
any
commander.
creatures coming back?
Here's what I'm doing. Yes, you're gonna gain.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk through because I wanted to think it out loud because
Yeah.
it's boring for me to just sit there quietly going. So we are going to Feldon of the Third Path, create a copy of Scrapyard Recombiner. It comes out. It is a 2/2
Gain a life.
modular creature. I'm going to eat it. Oh, I can eat it for Ashnod's Altar. Right there. It is a modular 2, which will give me 3, because it's that many plus 1. And we've used Feldon. Nextly, Scrap Welder will sacrifice an artifact with a mana value of X, return target artifact with a mana value of X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. So now we're actually going to bring it back.
Gain a life.
Now we're going to sacrifice it to Ashnod's Altar to gain to have 4 mana. And when it dies, modular trigger, also death trigger, we'll spend that 4 to Nim Deathmantle it back into play.
Gain a life.
Okay. We sacrificed the Semblance Anvil, and that card was just exiled. Then we will sacrifice Scrapyard Recombiner. I'm doing this differently than I planned out, but that's the fun of this. So we are sacrificing this for 2 mana. When it dies, we are also going to sacrifice the Thundering Raiju for 2 more mana to Nim Deathmantle it back. But on its death, we get 2 more, or we get 3 more counters. So we're at 6, 10, 13, and we've used that. So then we will sacrifice the Aethersworn Canonist for 2 mana and the Scrapyard Recombiner for 2 mana. When it dies, the 2 death triggers We'll bring it back.
Gain a life.
We will get 3. Oh, going to 15. And then we will sacrifice Scrapyard Recombiner for 2 mana and 2 mana to bring it back and get 3 more. 6, 12, 18. I'm going to give it flying and go to combat. TJ18 commander damage.
No blocks.
Shit, you still got that card out there.
Glacial Chasm.
We did it. We fucked up. Go ahead, Nelson.
Go ahead, Tej.
Shit, didn't even realize that was... God damn it.
Yeah, but now you don't have to deal with Aethersworn Canonist.
True.
And I have an 1818 modular Zabaz.
Untap. Upkeep. Sacrifice Glacial Chasm.
I do that shit all the time.
Draw.
Yeah, but I'm several beers into this.
So I can just do it cheaper than you.
Yeah. Joke's on you, they're Tej's beers. That dumb bitch.
Callback and funny on its own legs.
No, and I need to fill my yard if I'm going to do that anyway, and
Oh yeah.
trying to offset some of his shit.
He's a bad
So have you
man.
done anything other than sack the chasm?
Nope.
Okay.
Chasm's gone, now you take 18.
Them's the rules. Them's the rules. Damage on the stack.
It is aggressive delayed damage.
Yep. So we implemented that for this
One.
evening.
2.
I was going to show you the card in my hand, and then I remembered you're one of my opponents.
I am still here.
I'm going to cast Tunneling Geopede. Do you have a response? Okay, the only reason I asked is, well, also because it's polite.
Right, I appreciate
But you were wondering if I did anything besides stuff.
Yeah,
So
I gain a
tunneling,
life.
tunneling Geopede, whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, deals 1 damage to each opponent.
I'm an opponent.
Hasn't happened yet.
No lands came in yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
I can fly. I'm an opponent.
I'm not opponent. I need more beer.
1, 2, you and me both. God, work is awful.
Yep.
It's alright.
4.
I was going to say I accidentally dry hump you on the way back, but if I don't get to the bathroom, it's not going to be a dry hump.
I'm going to cast Scape Shift. And in response to my Scape Shift, I will float 3 mana.
It's a lot of damage coming our way, eh?
Unless you have a response. I'll wait for Mr. Schnell. No responses.
No, I got no responses.
Alright. I will sacrifice.
He always says that in the bathroom.
It's a thing he's into.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. Search my library for 9 lands. Everyone will take 18 in the end.
Jesus.
In the end? Oh, when they come out and done. You're gonna put it
In my ass!
You're gonna put 18 in? So one each from the Geopede.
1 from the Geopede, 1 from the Lagak.
Oh yeah, he's back. That's right.
He's back.
All right, so 18.
I will get 9 zombies, 9 elementals.
So I go to 44.
But then
Hold
you
on,
gain a
hold
shit
on.
ton from the Soul
Yeah, hold
Organ.
on. I'm just trying to do the damage. 18. So then Schnell goes to 7. And then what are you
It's
getting?
a
9
wash
and 9.
for you.
It is.
I'm
a
getting
wash for me.
9 lands.
But you're getting 9 and 9. You're getting 18 creatures, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then I gain the 18 life right back, going back to 62.
Yep. Lose 18, gain 18. Seems good.
It's just a new thing I'm trying.
Brownie!
I made brownies today in a roaster.
Turkey pan brownies.
He's eating them off of the spatula.
I'm so proud of him.
You guys all have chips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I really don't see a way out of this.
7, 8.
This brownie doesn't even taste like turkey. This is bullshit.
I even brine solutioned the brownie mix for 2 days beforehand.
Alright. Just just wanted to make sure that I got lands of different names for Field of the Dead.
Nelson, watch out. Glacial Chasm exists.
Yeah, right.
Life totals have been appropriately adjusted.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I have 3 mana floating.
Going for that big Zabaz
Yavimaya, nope.
of your own.
Argoth, Sanctum of Nature, enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a legendary green creature.
That's a new one.
I do not. That is a new one. That is a Brothers War card.
Woo!
I do not
Oracle's
control a
not
legendary. What?
I'm kind of surprised Oracle's not legendary just because it's so powerful.
Yeah. Alright. Top card. Font of Fertility.
Font this. Tility.
With my 3 mana, I'll play Wayward Sawtooth. I can play an additional land. I can play up to 3 lands this turn. My
Fucking opponents, yes.
I won't even bother going to combat right now. So my first land will be Glacial Chasm.
So we lose 2,
Lose 2.
and then you get 2 tokens.
I get 2 tokens.
Told you I was Kingmaker in you.
Yeah, I winked again.
Yeah. I saw it. That's why I'm rock hard.
I did it. The only creatures you've had enter this turn so far are the tokens, right?
And the GP.
What's its power and toughness?
3/2.
Cool. So Scurry Oak gets a token.
Read how Evolve works.
Sorry.
7,
Yeah, it has a higher power. Oh no, it doesn't because the stupid anthem. Never mind.
4, 5,
Also, doesn't have to be your creature?
It's got to be your bow.
That's what the word
your
control means.
God damn it.
Evolve would be
Just
a
trying to
way...
I'm just trying to. Yeah, fucking evolve.
It'd be a way better fucking mechanic if it's just any time something bigger hits the field.
It's what I
It
want,
gets bigger.
It's not my birthday.
Oh my god.
I forgot I had a shit ton of floating mana from Lotus Cobra. 9 to be exact.
Schnell had played an Ether Sworn Canonist though at one point in this game.
Yeah, so you have to go back and
you gotta
undo.
slow down, I think.
Do you still have it out?
No.
Oh, well,
no.
fuck
It's just the appropriate thing to do.
I've had it out twice.
Yes.
Land 2. Land 3.
Double tap.
Okay, so 4 more damage to each of you.
From.
I played 2 more. I played my 2 more lands.
Okay, so then you'll get 4 more creatures, so it's a
And I'll
wash.
get 4 more creatures.
I dealt him 18 more commander damage. I don't even know why he's still playing. Commander damage can't be reduced.
It's just like matter. Can't be created or destroyed or reduced.
9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will use 9 of that to play Korvold.
What could go wrong?
I will gain life.
I will sacrifice an elemental. Draw a card. I will...
Graveyard hate.
3 floating. I will spend the
And
3
this deck needs a
floating.
Tormod's Crypt bad.
All decks need a Tormod's Grip.
Yeah.
Font of Fertility, and a Druid class.
Can you get one more land out to kill me?
Yep.
Okay. Will you?
Yep.
Damn it.
Sacrifice Font of Fertility. Korvold gets counter. I draw a card. Search my library for a basic land. Put it on the battlefield tap.
That's me.
I lose 2, gain 2.
You lose 2, gain 2. 1.
That's what I was...
And Jum Deck's really struggling to deal with that 1/1 over there.
Yeah, it's a living death, but for artifacts.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Mythic's Mastery.
Scrap Mastery.
Scrap Mastery.
Scrap Mastery.
It's close.
Craft Factory.
Scrap Factory.
Machine Pulp.
I was gonna draw
Out of
a
Florida.
sort of Seam
will-
and Steel, pro black, pro red.
It's a good one.
So, but yeah, I was gonna get rid of his fucking
1, 2, 3 to level
Play-
Druid class up to
play
2.
lands from his graveyard.
Play an additional land.
You got
That was my idea. After I got rid of the cannons,
Yeah.
that was my idea.
I'll play Cinderglade. You take 2 more,
All right, I gained 2 more.
and I gain 2 more.
What, you gained 2 more?
he gets
I get 2
turns.
more.
being silly.
Yeah.
I'm being
Okay.
silly.
I will
Just
then
being silly.
1,
I'm shuffling in my commander in real time. This is
2, 3 Titania, Voice of Gaia.
I will gain a life.
Uh-oh.
Whenever one or more lands are put
Yeah,
in
you
my
can meld
graveyard,
now, can't you?
I gain 2 life. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can meld.
Well, I didn't mean immediately. I just meant
Yes.
you are able to meld now.
Yes, because I have the land out as well, and I have 4 or more lands.
And what happens when she melds? Like, what is
she
she?
becomes a
big old
giant
plane.
fucking creature.
Yeah.
creature,
Or-
not planeswalker.
I just want to know what her abilities are.
Her abilities are on her
On the
land,
land
half.
half. On her bottom half. What are her bottom half abilities teach?
What that bottom do?
What that bottom do?
Oh, there you are. Vigilance, Reach, Trample, Haste. Power and Toughness are equal to the number of lands I control.
Yeah, that sounds right.
When Titania enters the battlefield, return all lands from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
This goddamn bitch.
And I can pay 3 and a green to put 4 counters on a land I control. It becomes a 0/0 elemental with haste.
Okay, it hurts. I get it. It hurts.
Everybody.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell my wife. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
That's fair. Are we married now?
We've been married for a long time.
That's true.
I have 2 tokens coming. That's going to end my turn because I have my chasm out.
I usually stop after my tokens
Coming
come
into the
too.
chasm, if you will. Okay, that ends your turn.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna untap and try to avoid Tej's
Also, I have the city's
chasm,
blessing.
but all right, untap, upkeep, and see if there's anything I can do to survive
Hey,
one more
hang on,
turn.
right. We've seen 3 of my 4 new cards.
Okay, so with the naturalist on the board, I will pay 2 and a white, and I'm going to cast Feldar Retreat. As a landfall trigger, whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I either create a 2/2 white cat beast creature token, or I can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control, and they gain vigilance until end of turn.
Well, shit, you got him now.
Yeah. Little vigilante justice. So I'm going to play a plains, and I'm going to give all of my creatures +1/+1 counter. And vigilance until end of turn. Fuck yeah, that's a 2/2 squirrel.
Do you get a new squirrel from putting a counter on your ash?
Yes. The oak, but yes.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking
he gets-
unstoppable ash. That's
Wrong
a different.
fucking tree, idiot.
Wrong tree folk.
The Arbor Day Foundation is gonna fucking ban our YouTube videos.
They
Also-
haven't already.
That guy in a deck where most of my good creatures are 0/0s.
Alright, so that's 1/1. That will trigger Sylvan Anthem, because it's a green
Have that
squirrel,
in
so I can scrabble one.
Hamza constructs.
There's my farewell.
Ooh, that's
I
a
don't
pretty
think that
one.
does much for me right now, so we're just gonna get rid of that thing.
Oh my god.
Then I'm gonna pay 2. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not.
Fuzzy Choco is the artist on it.
What? Classic fuzzy.
That's a gorgeous card. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to pay 3. And I'm going to Kadama's Reach. So I'll search my deck for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put one on the battlefield, and the other into my hand. Huh?
I gained 3 life because I played 3 lands. And I forgot about my druid class.
Okay. That's a plains. I will flip it over in a second, and that's a forest. So I will put the plains onto the battlefield tapped, and the forest that I have revealed into my hand. Doing so will trigger the retreat. I'm going to give everything another +1/+1 counter, which will net me another squirrel, and then another scry. And, when the squirrel came into play, I gained a life off the Soul Warden, too. So I'll also gain another life off the next squirrel.
Why is revised Swords to Plowshares claiming it's $55?
Because it's... Is it reading it as revised or unlimited? I know the unlimited one is
No,
stupid
it's
expensive too.
saying revised.
The revised one is up that high? Maybe because of the stupid 30th anniversary shit is making shit spike.
Effing prices, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that gets a counter, that gets a counter, that gets a counter, that gets a counter. This is going to get a counter. And then I'm going to get another squirrel. SQ, he's a 1/1. He enters the battlefield, which will trigger the anthem. So I will scry 1. That's going to the bottom. Alright. Then I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 because my naturalist discounts my enchantments. So I'm going to pay 2 white, and I'm going to cast Borrowed Time, targeting your Crucible of Worlds.
Oof. No response to that. Tivilt's Trickery.
Okay, so that gets countered, and then weird shit
Choose
happens.
1, 2, 3, or at random. 2.
1.
2?
How you could do 1, 2, 3,
I was going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4,
5,
is 1.
6.
Oh, maybe you
Fine.
should have specified before you
Oh, I
rolled
assumed
the
that's what
die.
you were going to do.
Everyone else always does 1 and 2 is 1, 2 and 3 and 4 is 2.
Everyone else is dumb.
You've never rolled a D3 in any game?
So 5.
Have you rolled a D3?
Sorry, no.
Yes.
2. So it's a 2.
2. Oh, if everyone
Or wait.
If everyone agrees it's 1, it's 1. That's fine. Doesn't
I don't
bother me.
care. It's a
There
2.
there are
No
40k
one.
players screaming at the screen right now.
Really? It's a 40k
Okay.
thing.
It's
I
lots of
the
games.
Nyx Fleece Ram.
D&D 40k. Anytime you roll a D3,
And then what do I do? I get
you
a
roll
permanent or
and
something?
divide by 2
Right.
and just round.
Sorry, mill 1.
Yep, I did that. And then
I did not know that. If this is a common game-
No,
Alright,
that is a huge.
Yeah, I'll
like
play an
every game that
Exclamation
you
without
refers to a
paying its mana
D3.
I will adopt that practice.
Okay.
That's good to know.
So I get
What
a
are you
Nyx
doing?
Bloom Ancient without paying its mana cost.
All right.
So that is a green creature. It will trigger Scurry Oak. So this will enter as a 6. Oh, maybe it might not though. 6. So it would be 2 plus 5. That's 5. 2 and 3 is 5. This would be a 6. So yeah, it will trigger.
How do you do D3s?
Oh, no, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
1, 2,
4
3.
is 1, 5 is 2, 6 is 3.
so
That's how I would have done it.
Okay.
But again, if there's a
No,
common
it is.
thing
It
in
is a
gaming world,
very common thing to just 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2,
A D3 in D&D is usually a D6
divided by 2.
divided by 2.
Yeah.
this is news to me.
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize to D&D and
Games
40K
Workshop,
players.
yeah.
Games
That's it.
Workshop.
You're canceled.
It was my ignorance.
Nelson wins.
I mean, Chris had to roll a D3.
I'm not
just the
apologizing
other
that
day.
much.
yeah, I don't think I can dig
Pitch
my,
invasion. D3 random players on each team were
I don't
knocked
think I'm
down
gonna be able to dig
because
myself out of this one.
the crowd
Go ahead,
bum
Teach.
rushed the field.
All right. Untap. Upkeep.
Pitch invasion.
So you get melded.
I'm going to top first. I want you. Then I'm going to meld. Argoth, Sanctum of Nature. Is Titania's ass. And Titania is Titania's face. We did it! Look how big this card is! Titania's face! Titania Gaia Incarnate. Vigilance, Trample, Reach, Haste. Power and Toughness are equal to the number of lands I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But when Titania enters the battlefield, return all lands from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Unlimited, $56. Every other version, $2 to $4. Not counting secret layers, but that's not real magic.
So your life total is a wash.
A wash.
But I get 16 of each.
Let me slip you a board wipe. And a max fancy to Balt's trickery, so you can fuck him right back. It's the polite thing to do.
It is.
Tough turn.
What? We're still on his turn?
Chris, this is what happens when you don't take Tej out first. See what you've done to me?
I tried.
I hit him for lethal commander damage. I don't know why he's still even pretending to play.
It's true. I seen it. I seen it.
We can play 1. Oh, sacrifice fucking who's it's.
No, who's it's died along with the Raichu. The Hootits.
The hoots. There are no hoots in this game.
I guess my Soul Warden has Hoots.
I was gonna say that's not the Eidolon.
No.
The other guy from the set. He's got a hoot.
The single Hoot.
The single hoot with nip.
1, 2, 3, 4. I can play 5 lands a turn. You were at 65.
You got this. You don't
I
got it.
don't got it. We ain't found shit.
I'm going to
Tim
start
Ross.
by casting Chaos Warp on your butt fucking Soul Ward.
Chaos Warping my Soul Warden.
Ooh.
So she gets
Shuffled in.
shuffled in.
That'll
help. And then if the top card of your deck has Hoots, what happens?
Goes into play.
You reveal it. If it's
Right.
permanent, you put it on the battlefield.
Oh, you got the best beer in the world right there, my friend.
I'd give you a sniff, but I feel like I would kill you.
I can actually still drink that. It's Lakefront.
Lakefront kills you.
Lakefront will actually ruin my head
Oh.
and my asshole. And my stomach and everything else.
And my toilet.
And Schnell's and shut down Schnell's house for about an entire day
45 minutes to an hour.
at a time.
Google wants to point out that it's my birthday around the corner and they can't wait to celebrate me.
Oh,
Thanks,
Google. You gonna cut that?
There you go.
All right, here we go. Heart of the card. So it's
first.
Fuck yeah, bitch. I'm so dead.
5 lands.
Okay, so we got some triggers here though. Fill out our retreat will trigger. Everything
Ooh.
is going to get a +1/+1 counter.
Landfall. Neat.
Which means I'm going to get another squirrel.
So I'll have one squirrel without.
Yep. That squirrel is going to give me a scry from the Sylvan Anthem as well. I need to go home and clean all my tokens off because I'm running out of blanks.
I've been firing blanks for a while.
SQ the third. Coming into play. Scribe. Leave it there.
Alright.
Austere command.
Ah.
It's not an austere command.
Sacrifice Verdant Catacombs.
Not in this game.
Achroma's Wrath.
Sacrifice,
It's not Chroma's
counter, draw a card. Top card is Neverwinter Dryad. I will take this opportunity to count how many lands I have left in my deck.
What card lets you count all the lands in your deck?
I'm searching my library.
I'm just giving you shit.
Okay. 1.
Do I take a... Oh, no, this was already on the battlefield? Or did you play it this turn?
Nope.
Okay.
Slow down. 2. To
quote the Bible, he got you good, fucker.
Alright. I will get an Overgrown Tomb.
It's in Exodus.
I'll pay my 2 life to have it enter untapped. Nelson, you take 2.
Oh. It's magic. You know.
Oh my god. We got a big old flippy mouth
3,
thing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Big ol' ass
16,
right now, too.
17.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna take out this X spell.
So Korvold. This is nifty.
16, 17.
God, that cracked me up.
Alright.
Foil bolt.
Land
Yeah.
1
From Modern Masters 2.
will be Verdant Catacombs,
Modern
which I
Masters.
will activate again. You take
So I
2.
take 2. 61.
Weird. And then, believe it or not, I'm out of fetchable lands in my deck.
Oh, no, say it ain't so. They're in the graveyard where you can just replay.
They're not. Everything's on the battlefield right now.
God, white
You mean the
people
lands
problems.
you just...
How big is
sacrificed?
Titanium?
Oh, you're not... I see.
Yeah, there's. I think Verdant Catacombs is the only land I have
The
in my
only one
graveyard
that's...
right
Okay.
now. Titania is fucking giant.
Vigilance, Reach, Trample, Haste.
Yep.
Blech. The Nelson special. One of every keyword.
1.
How did you get that? I don't know. I just said.
I just said.
I read it.
Mom said.
Those words aren't there. I know, but I read it.
In my brain, read.
World shape.
reads.
I will activate top.
I have this one in this deck. I have this one in this deck.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those.
Oh, we're playing Magic. You know. Teacher's been playing so slow.
I mean,
This is really good. I love that.
let's not do that.
We're gonna have some Mikapa.
There you go. That's the best. Hop Happy's good, but I like that one, I think, more.
All right, I am going to move to combat.
That's the new intro song, by the way.
I agree.
Nelson, I'm going to attack you with everything I have
Okay.
available to attack.
Okay.
To Fairy's protection.
Speaking of which, if anybody needs one of those cards that don't let things phase back in, I pulled 2 of them.
That's
I lied.
fucking neat.
I forgot her name.
Everything except the Geopede and the Lagak.
Okay.
I will sacrifice a zombie to Korvold.
White border and
How
light
big is
tutor.
Korvold?
Gross.
Yeah, I found that in my box of
that's
unsorted rares, and I went, I should
4,
go in this
5,
deck.
6, 7, 8.
This is beautiful.
8 Korvold coming at you.
Okay. All your attackers are declared.
Correct.
You got them all coming at me. All right, I'm going to return Gossamer Chains to my hand. Wait, hold on. I got to...
Think her through.
yeah, how many creatures do you have coming at me right now? Total.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Okay, Korvold is flying. I can't block him. What's your
10,
biggest
12,
non-Titania
13.
creature on the ground?
5, 5.
A 5/5? Okay.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then Titania.
Okay. So your 5/5 is the Sword Tooth.
Yep.
I'm going to block your 5/5 with a 6, so 7, 8.
Oh, yeah, because of the static.
Right. So I'm going to block your... Correct and right.
That's great.
So your 5/5 is getting blocked with a 7, 8.
30.
What's the next biggest creature you have?
Titania is a 30-30.
Sorry, that's not Titania.
Yep. Korvold 2/2, 2/2, 2/2, 2/2s.
2/2s?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to block your Lotus Cobra with the Nyx
This is
Blue
from my
Ancient.
Karn deck.
Okay.
I'm going to block your Steve with Jukai Naturalist.
Okay.
And then I'm going to block
It's like
1,
the same price
2,
as the rest of them.
3,
10, 11.
I didn't like the
4.
art, and I
5 of your
figured I would
tokens.
steal this
Which
one
ones?
for this
Zombies
deck.
or
I'll do-
fancier
I'll do
version
5
for
zombies.
Karn,
Gotcha.
because Karn is also
And
absurdly
then,
expensive as far as my decks are concerned.
So that's, I have declared blockers.
My nothing but
Did you kill
artifact
this?
deck.
Yes.
Okay.
It will be dead, yes. So will Steve.
Is like,
Well, unless you sack it first.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
sacrifice
okay, so
that.
before damage
Yep.
is dealt, I'm going to return Gossamer Chains to my hand to make Titania deal 0 damage this turn.
Fine. 1 and 5 zombies. you
1,
said?
2, 3, 4, 5 zombies. And I will lose SQ the third.
Okay.
When
looks
that damage
good.
resolves.
Well, I mean, again, if he didn't have fucking Glacial Chasm,
Yep.
So how many 2/2s are coming at me then? And obviously Korvold's, what do you say, 8/8 right now?
Response Korvold's going to be a 9/9 because I will
Okay, so you're going to
sacrifice
sack
that.
Steve. Okay.
Failed to find, but I still want to shuffle. I'm not failing to find. Oh, yeah, from that. So, 5. Will you cut, please?
So
Do you have a sack outlet at all?
Nope.
Ugh.
Not yet, which is... There's one.
Yep.
Fucking Bonzu.
I'm naming this deck Bugbot 9000.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And you did not block Oracle of Mud-Eye, correct?
That was attacking?
Yes.
You
can swap it with a token.
Okay, I'll swap it with a token.
Okay.
I'd block and kill the Oracle.
Helps him shift.
It's a 2/2, right?
Yes, it would still be 22.
So 22 plus 9?
22 plus 9.
Okay.
10, 11, 9.
22 plus
Those aren't
9.
synonyms.
Okay,
They all mean different things.
So 9, Jesus Christ, my brain. So 9 from Korvold, and then 22 from everything else. Puts me at
10, 11, 9.
Jesus Christ.
Cards not found.
Dead.
Could not find the card matching Mechagodzilla Battle Fortress. Hangerback Walker.
Second main. Lands 3, 4,
How much damage did I take?
5. You're going to take 6.
6 damage from 5 lands?
No, sorry. Lands 3, 4, and 5. I'm playing 3 more lands.
Okay, yep.
Taking 6. I'm getting 6 tokens.
And
3
what?
of each kind.
Oh yeah, your Legax out there, and then what? No,
Tunneling
Geopede.
Geopede.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So I take 6. So I go to 24.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And on that note, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Okay. All right.
Are we marking the time?
That was only 7 minutes. Wasn't too bad.
I also gained 5 life.
Sounds like a
Oh,
real
I'm
Teach
sorry.
thing. Sounds like a real Teach thing to say when he's playing against my life gain deck.
All of your decks are life gain decks.
They are if you believe in them. Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Land for turn is going to be a forest that will trigger the retreat. I will put a +1/+1 counter on all of my creatures. They also gain vigilance. For how many blockers does he have? Those piles. Fuck my life. Let's see. That's going to go to 4. This is going to go to 3. This is going to go to 2. This is going to go to 2. And then
Fucking
SQ
great.
to 3 is going to come back because of the counter on Scurry Oak, which will allow me to scry 1. Get that the fuck right out of there. Now. Sythis will cost me 6 total to play, but one of my commander attacks will be discounted from the Jukai Naturalist. God, so Sythis is going to cost me 5 total.
I enjoy them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There. I updated my Architect in real time so that
5.
Zabaz, i.e. Bugbot 9000, my deck list is up already.
I do not have that technology.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a scanner app that works.
I
really
am
well.
going to pay
It doesn't recognize half the stuff. The
5.
iPhone doesn't have a great scanner app.
and recast my commander.
The best I found is TCG Player's scanner app.
Sythis is a green creature and will trigger Sylvan Anthem, so I will scry 1, put that to the bottom of my library.
You gotta put cards in your deck that you want to keep on top of your library.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to replay Gossamer Chains. That will trigger Sythis. I will gain a life. Oops. And I will draw a card.
We forgot to mark you on. You're at 1.
Oh, okay.
I am going... Oh,
I don't know if Nelson will be able to deal him 1.
I'm going to pay 2.
Probably not.
These are all untapped creatures.
Yep.
And I am
Back.
going to...
None of them fly.
I'm going to pay
None of
2.
his do either, but
And
Yeah, I
I'm
was
going to
gonna
attempt
post.
to cast Captured by Legax on Titania. She cannot attack or block. And
Legax!
then
I love Legax!
and then I support 2. Only 2
that's fine.
troops. I
Holy
support
shit,
only
it's a
2
real
troops.
card.
I'm going to put a counter on Scurry
That looks
Oak.
really silly enchanting it.
so
May I see that?
Yep, and then I'm going to put a counter on Nyx Plume Ancient. So that on cast, Sythis will trigger. I will gain a life. I will draw a card. Oh my god! I tapped everything wrong this entire turn. Fuck me.
Put a 1/1 counter on. Oh, support is target creatures.
1, 2.
That's an avenue we should explore for
1, 2,
Nils.
3, 4. Wait, no. 3 times as much mana instead. So I tap this for 6 to cast Sythis.
Oh, wait.
1 floating.
I was gonna say, and then -1, yeah.
Yeah, and then... Oh yeah, so 2 floating. Which would be for Gossamer Chains. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Okay, so I drew a card off of this. Scurry Oak got a counter, so I'll get another squirrel. Here, 1/1. This 1/1 snake is going to be a 1/1 squirrel. So I get that. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to pay 2 white and 2 for 4. Because this. Wait, hold on. God damn it. So this would tap for 6. Because it taps. No, this taps for 3. 3. Yeah, I was right. So 3 and 3 is 6. So I'll have 2 green floating.
And those are permanents, right?
Huh?
I'm just trying to confuse.
Yeah. So I'll have 2 green mana floating. Sigil the Empty Throne. That will trigger Sythis. I'll gain a life and I'll draw a card. And I just ran out of gas because I drew a fucking land. And my hand is all lands.
Well, don't tell him that. He doesn't know.
Yeah. Well,
Can you click up any of
I
your
don't think I can do anything.
classes to do anything?
No. It's their attack triggers. Yeah, I know that helps to a degree, but I still think he just on tokens alone.
No. Bounce it and recast it.
Oh, you're right. I could, but there's no unblocked. Well, I can't. There's no unblocked creatures though. I have to target an unblocked creature.
Return it to your hand. Target unblocked creature.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a colon, so I can. You're right.
Cost.
It's a yep. So I'm gonna return this to my hand. I'm gonna pay 2 white. I'm gonna recast Gossamer Chains. So now I'm gonna get a 4/4 angel with flying.
Why am I helping you? You watched me spend 2 minutes not remembering
Because
there's
I-
a glacial chasm out
Because
there.
I didn't remember that either. And also, I removed the damage for you with the Gossamer Chains. Okay, so...
That's fair.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I will return this to my hand again, because I drew another fucking land. I'm going to tap this for a white, so...
3.
Wait, so 3, so... I still have 2 green floating, so this would have been 3 white before, so I would have had 1 white floating. So this would be 1 white from here, so now I'll have 2 white floating as well.
God, triple mana production. Seems
Recast.
real difficult to keep
Gossamer
track
Chains, draw a card. Are you fucking kidding me?
of.
Yeah, I know. Temple Garden. So first, okay, I gain a life. I drew the card from Sythis, then I get the angel. So we'll just do 4/4 flying angel. Return Gossamer Chains to my hand. Replay it with the 2 white mana I was floating. Gain a life. Draw a card. What time did my turn start?
No.
Oh, okay. Another. I get another angel. These are all white. Nothing. Yeah. No. Okay.
You need this.
All right. I'm gonna pay. So 3 white, paying 1. So I'll have 2 floating white again.
Is that the vow and sacrifice the rest? Because goddamn.
I'm going to cast Sterling Grove. So then I will gain a life from Sythis. I will draw a card, and I will gain. Or sorry, I will get another angel. I think I
thought you wrote Angel Fitz.
Angel Fister.
Angel Fister.
Was that an angel who fists? Or someone who fists angels?
Angel of Fisting. Let's do it again. Return Gossamer Chains in my hand. Pay the 2 white that I was floating. Trigger Sythis, gain a life. Draw a card. Well, god damn it. Is there any way? No, I don't think so. Get another angel.
No, that's not going to do it. I need 2 left in this goddamn can. Just a little.
Fucking hate, man. So you got it on your turn. I drew into a board wipe, but I'm out of white mana, so you got it. Good game, sir.
Good game.
Wow.
What
You
I
had
was
no enchantments to search for that could...
I couldn't draw.
Korvold won that game, as Korvold tends to do. It's kind of difficult to build a Korvold deck that's not powerful, just because the commander is so good. Listen, I knew that going into building Korvold when I first got it. So this is a lands matter deck. There are intentionally no infinite combos or anything like that. It's not the way I wanted to play the game, but it's still extremely synergistic. I made a lot of changes to the deck tonight. I didn't see too many of them, but I'm still happy with the changes that I made. There's more instant speed reaction was the big one that I switched around. As you might have picked up on there, I threw in a Red Elemental Blast and a Pyroblast for those pesky blue decks, which no one was playing tonight. So those were dead draws. But I got to see 3 of my 4 Brothers War cards, which was exciting. Tunneling Geopede and Spitfire, did a lot of work tonight, both of them, just draining opponents left and right every time I played a land. Start of the game was real slow, but I picked it up, and then at that point it was I just had to bide my time. Glacial Chasm is stupid good in this deck, with the Crucible of Worlds, Random Up Excavator, and there's another one in there. I don't remember what it's called, but 3 things that let me play lands from my graveyard. Sacrifice them to Korvold, or anything else, so I can attack, then bring it right back from my graveyard so no one can deal me damage. That's what did it, honestly. No one could take care of that one land, and it allowed me to just build my board, swing out freely without being afraid of repercussions, and just put my shields back up and sit back and watch people try to take me out. So, very strong deck, very fun deck, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the changes that I made. Again, even though I didn't see too many of them, got to meld Titania, which was fun. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. Korvold's going to do Korvold things. Each Korvold deck is different. This one is land themed. Yeah, watch out for Korvold. One of those commanders, probably focus on the player playing it. I don't say that too often, but if someone's playing Korvold, they're going to do gross things, regardless of how underpowered they try to make the deck. So, wise words to you all. Take out the Korvold player.
So my deck, I didn't run into the main thing that I needed was more card draw, and I didn't run into any of the cards in my deck that I can cast to draw cards. And I ran into an issue where I was a little bit short on mana, kind of in the middle of the game where I really needed to get Sythis back out, which was going to cost me 5 or 6 land, depending on whether or not it was the time that the Jukai Naturalist was on the board, discounting her or not. So I really lost that built-in, I'm just going to draw cards all the time, kind of synergy that's inherent in the commander. So that really set me back. I wanted to keep when I drew the Heroic Intervention, I wanted to keep 2 mana back. It was nice to have 2 mana stapled on the bounce land. The name is escaping me right now. Selesnya Sanctuary, is that the bounce land? Anyway, so I was just in this spot where, and I know Teach preaches about it all the time, like, you can't get too hung up on what's in your hand because it affects, the rest of the game, and that definitely happened to me. It was nice to get Chaos Warped into the Nyxbloom Ancient because that's what allowed me to play, 1 or 2 turns at the end and really try to kind of dig for an answer. I was able to abuse Gossamer Chains to just keep creating the angel tokens off of the Sigil of the Empty Throne, which was huge. I ran out of white mana, and the last card I drew off of Sythis was a Wrath of God, which really felt bad because I had, the mana tripler on the board, but no way to get white mana to board wipe. Tejas, I don't remember what he said, 53 tokens or some shit at the end. So it was a valiant effort. I really like Sythis a lot. It feels kind of cheaty, but it was nice to, like this game, I did get to the Sterling Grove right at the end there, but I didn't have, the board lock along with privileged position. So I didn't feel like this game the deck was doing anything super unfair or, that I was really... I gained a lot of life, but I feel like the way I was gaining the life, at least from the Soul Warden, was pretty easy to deal with. From my opponent's standpoint. Maybe the Authority of the Consuls, that enchantment's not always easy to deal with. But if you've watched this video series before, you know how important enchantment removal is. And I'd also like to take this moment to point out the fact that Graveyard Hate is also extremely important. It's easy to run in black because everybody just, auto-includes Bojuka Bog. But I seriously need to take a look at this deck and see if there's not something I could cut for like a Tormod's Crypt or, even a Farewell, where I could exile graveyards that way. To help with decks like Korvold or, I don't know, if Chris is playing a Rami or anything else that's like really, graveyard dependent and heavy. So just a few kind of lessons to keep in mind as you're going. And these are the kinds of lessons and games that make you a better player. Where did I go wrong? What could I have done differently? That reflection is really important. And that's why I'm glad we do these interviews too and kind of relive it in real time. So yeah. Always pack enchantment removal because then you can deal with stupid shit like Authority of the Consuls. Always pack graveyard removal and graveyard hate because then you can deal with stupid shit like Korvold and other decks that care about the graveyard, especially when you think you can remove the Crucible of the Worlds, but you get fucking Tybalt's Trickery for like the second game in a row, because I think that happened to me the last game we played. I don't remember. Anyway, all that stuff adds up. It was a really fun game. It was really anybody's game. I felt bad that it went on for so long after Chris got eliminated, but I think we really had to take care of him because that Nils deck is just really hard to maneuver around as counters just keep flying everywhere, especially when I had the Vorinclex out that was going to net me 2 counters to all of the 0 that he was going to put on my opponent's counters or creatures. So it would have helped my opponents maybe as a politicking tool with Vorinclex out there, but he's a pretty big target too because that Vorinclex is just fucking stupid. So yeah, really, really good game. Lots of lessons learned, and this is the kind of stuff you should do after you finish your games. Reflection. I love Magic.
Korvold. God bless it. That deck. Tej wasn't wrong. Korvold did exactly what Korvold's supposed to do. My deck was in a good position to handle it. Nils has never come out of the gates quite like he did tonight. That turn 1 of Soul Ring into Mind Stone into Wayfarer's Bauble. I had no problems casting anything until Schnell played his Canonist early, which did put me back a turn from how I wanted to play my hand out. But even that didn't really affect how the deck played tonight. I did really, really good right up until Nils was removed from the battlefield, which doesn't happen often with this deck. This deck does a very good job of protecting important pieces. I just didn't happen to have any of that in hand at this point. And yeah, once he swung for the fences to put me down to 2, I was kind of out of it at that point. I tried to politic my way into it, and it just didn't work. In watching the rest of the game, Graveyard Hate would have been important. I do have some of that. Enchantment removal, I'm mono white, I have plenty of that. I just didn't draw into a lot of proactive answers, a lot of defensive things to kind of keep me in place, but not a lot of like interaction. Other than that, I'm really, really, really happy with how Nils ran tonight. Fucking Korvold.
So this was the trial run of Zabaz, a deck that I kind of wanted to build for a while. After Modern Horizons 2 came out, or not, I don't know, yeah, Modern Horizons 2, whatever set he's from. I thought modular was a really cool mechanic. I wanted to build around it. This deck was put together about half hour. I was sleeved it up about 10 minutes before people actually showed up to play tonight. But honestly, it did exactly what I had set out to do. I put in the Ashnid's Altar and Nim Deathmantle, hoping to see both of them. I have a few ways of at least one or two ways of tutoring out one or more of those pieces, just because with the modular effect of being able to throw counters out when things die, Zabaz bumping up the number of counters thrown around after the fact, and being able to just manipulate board states like that to just throw everything into one Alpha Strike. I swung for lethal commander damage, and it absolutely would have won me the game had I remembered that Glacial Chasm is a card that Teach just abuses the shit out of. So, I really like this deck as is, and I don't know what I'm going to cut out of it, but I can swap some of the either basic or non-basic lands for a few of the lands that just deal with other non-basics, so that we have at least some option to, even if I just turn off something like Glacial Chasm for a turn, that would have been more than enough to win. So the Scrap Welder that I had a huge turn on my second last turn. I don't remember how long I lived after my big swing and a miss Alpha Strike, but again, the deck functioned better than I anticipated, being able to swing for 18 commander damage with a flying creature that he couldn't deal with, other than the fact that he took no damage anyway. But overall, thrilled with how the deck ran. I need to find a few tweaks just to either get some more card draw, or like I said, swap out some of those land slots for lands that will help me answer those odd one-off cards that we see every once in a while. But I thought this was a great game overall, even though I was knocked out a little bit early and Chris was knocked out very early. But overall, this was a blast. I'll probably rewatch this one myself. But hope you guys had a good time watching it. Please like and subscribe.